Do. All right. Yeah. We are live. We are live. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute since we've been live. We're live over on TikTok because if you guys don't know, since we've been gone, we have had a little bit of TikTok traction. So TikTok is kind of popping us off a little bit over there. So TikTok, come pull over to YouTube because this is where the fun really happens, is over on YouTube. I miss my people. I miss my people so much. I hope you guys are liking and hopefully enjoying, let's see, the new setup because I'm enjoying it. It looks beautiful. But ultimately, Smackdown just happened. It was a show. And I have my own personal thoughts. Carlos, my boy. Ain't nobody like Carlos, man. Miss talking wrestling, man. I missed it too. David Decker. Billy, what is up? What is going on? Jacob Andrews. Billy. Phil, what is up, Billy? Hope things is good. Love SmackDown. I love SmackDown as well, man. SmackDown was a great show, and we are going to talk all about it. But first things first, I got to do my little shtick just to get it out of the way, and I got to talk to you guys. And I have to say, if you're new here, definitely be sure to like this live. Definitely be sure to subscribe. If you guys would like to drop a super chat, you guys are more than welcome to. It is not required, but if you guys would like to and help donate to the channel, it definitely helps out a bunch for me. And ultimately, I just genuinely appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys showing up to the live. And I'll just give you guys this right off the rip. We are going to be back with the nighttime live streams Monday, hopefully on Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm going to not do Dynamite just strictly because Dynamite isn't something that I just like to enjoy that as a fan. But we are back, and we're going full steam ahead. David Decker says nothing much, just watching Rampage. Tell me how it is. Tell me how Rampage is. I've seen a couple of the matches slated, but I wasn't 100% sure. But guys, the SmackDown premiere happened. I got some notes right here. And ultimately, I'm super excited to sit down and hang out with you guys and talk pro wrestling. And ultimately, this show, it was a show. There were a couple things where I felt a little bit, what's the word that I'm looking for? I felt a little bit hectic about. I was like, I don't necessarily know if this is what I would have done. But there were certain things that I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense and this works. Obviously, we've seen the return of Randy Orton ever since, Bash in Berlin in his match with Gunther. That was pretty great. We also seen the return of Roman Reigns, who ultimately looks outstanding. It's Roman Reigns. And there was just a lot to unpack from this SmackDown. It did not seem like a premiere show. It felt more like just an ongoing show. It didn't seem like there was anything too crazy going on. It just felt like it was another show that it was just a continuous run on. We're getting to Bad Blood. That's the goal. Carlos says SmackDown was good in general, but I got my thoughts on that ending. And honestly, Carlos, we may agree. I'm not going to lie to you. Me and Carlos, we do not agree often, but something tells me that we might agree on this one. Because truth be told, I have my own thoughts on this as well. But ultimately, you guys go ahead. Tell me what you guys thought about the show. You guys can, hit all that in the chat down below. Because, Carlos, I see you with the smiley faces, man. I think that's going to be the case here. But I do want to talk about the show. And I want to go one by one, things that happen. You guys can chime in, and I'll give my thoughts throughout it. I got these notes, like I said, right here, pulled up. We're going to pull these notes up a little bit. I'm going to drag this over here. Let's see what David Decker said. Camilla defeated one of the Renegade Sisters. Also feels so good that SmackDown does not end 2 minutes before 10 million. The Undisputed Kingdom get the ROH tag titles rematch next Saturday. Okay, cool. David. David's always keeping up with all things pro wrestling. So big shout out to David. Right before I get into this, I do want to mention that we are live on TikTok. Again, guys, you can go follow me on TikTok. And if you guys are on TikTok watching, feel free to come on over to YouTube, and come hang out because we're in the chat and we're hanging out. And again, guys, this will be back to a regular base, and we are back doing what we need to do over here with the wrestling stuff. So I'm super excited. But yeah, guys, Triple H kicked off the show. It's always great to see Paul Levesque. Paul Levesque is definitely the guy that, who's running the thing. So you might as well show him off. So that's always great. kicked off the show, and there was lots of pyro. There really was. Lot of it. Phil, I see you down there. I disagree with you and Carlos. I like the ending. Planted a small seed for Jimmy returning at Bad Blood. All right, Phil. Listen, I have my thoughts, and we're going to get there. I promise we're going to get there. We are going to get there 100%. But as you guys seen, one thing that I want to mention throughout SmackDown is that people were actually speculating that The Rock could have potentially been there. I seen some stuff over on Twitter where they were talking about like his Raptor parked near the venue. And I just want to say that that's such a stretch. I just feel like overall it's a Raptor. It's a car. A lot of people have them. I'm just saying. So ultimately, that was not the case. If Rock was there, he was just backstage. But Triple H announced that the steel cage match between Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes was going to kick off the show. And that was a great way to kick it off. It was a great, solid 30 minutes of pro wrestling. I will be honest. Solo and Cody, I think overall that's what we wanted out of that. We just wanted it to be kind of done and over with. I truthfully was ready for this to be done and over with. I knew Cody was going to retain. I knew that was always going to be the case, and I was ready for Cody to move forward and just get away from the bloodline, if I'm being quite honest with you. So Cody ultimately retains. Cody retained the title. And then you've seen the bloodline attack him. And after that, you get the big pop. Roman returns. And that was beautiful because Roman Reigns on my TV screen is always fantastic. I don't think it can be beaten. Seeing Roman on my TV screen, I'm like, you know what? This is what I need. This is the kind of pro wrestling that I like. Roman on any television screen is great for TV. Roman returning in this moment obviously makes the most sense because of it being the bloodline. Let's see what David said. David said Perry versus Christopher Daniels tomorrow for the TNT Championship. The ending tonight was good, setting up potentially for a Rock return at Bad Blood. Okay, so people have their thoughts on this ending. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. Solo and Cody was good, but the best match of the night was Carmelo and Andrade. Oh, yeah, just wait till we get there. All right. So, here we go. Roman return. Great to see him on TV. He ends up getting the beat down. Him and Cody are standing in the ring. Roman then invites a man into the ring that we all know that we want to see. And that is no other than Jacob Fatu. That is beautiful in itself. I am happy with that. I'm good with that. I think we can get away with that. Roman and Jacob on my TV screen is just, it's crazy. Number one, like why is that even a thing in 2024? But it is, and I'm so happy that it is. And just the fantasy booking that you can do behind that is absolutely insane. There are so many stories to be told within this bloodline feud, and people always question when's it going to end. Truth be told, no fucking clue. I'm just being quite honest. I am just being quite honest with you. So yes, we had that happen. Then we had a little bit of a Roman and Cody stare down, which obviously made sense considering their stuff at WrestleMania and everything that happened, and ultimately Roman losing the title. So at the end of that, you see Solo get the Ula Fala kind of tossed over him by Jacob Fatu. Just kind of insinuating that he is the tribal chief and Roman Reigns is no longer the tribal chief, which I think people have their own thoughts about. Then after that, we have Nick Aldis, and he mentions the night is a long way from being over, which potentially said that there was a lot going on in that case. Phil said he was about to lose his mind when Roman and Jacob went face to face. Yeah, I did lose my mind. I popped like a little kid. Ashton, nice to see you, Ashton. Missed you. Best SmackDown of the year, probably. I agree. That's fair. It was a good SmackDown. I'm not saying it was. The best is kind of. That's a little bit of a stretch. I'm not saying it's ultimate stretch, but it's a tad bit. It's a tad bit of a stretch. But we had Nick Aldis, who mentioned that the night was a long way from being over. Ashton, I'm great. It is so nice to see you, and I miss you guys always. Also, shout out to Ricky. Man, listen, we're gonna get there, Jacob. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I promise. Phil said he is a huge Jacob Fatu fan. That's fair, dude. I love Jacob Fatu too. That guy is absolutely outstanding, and I'm just being quite honest. Ashton, love to hear it. Thank you so much. It's nice to be back. And excuse me if I seem a little droggy today and stuff like that. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Guys, I have so much going on with life. I'm doing music stuff again, keeping up with pro wrestling, and just I'm busy. Very, very busy. I work a regular job. It's just nice to be back into the swing of things. So excuse me if I'm just rushing through things or maybe stumbling over words. Just getting back into the swing of it. John said, Billy, how do you think the family bloodline reunion with Jay and Jimmy getting together with Roman Reigns? I think you're asking how do you think that I will feel about it? It'll be great. I think ultimately that's what the people are going to want. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. David said, the day Jacob betrays Solo, that pop will be wild. That pop will be absolutely insane. I don't care what nobody says. You can disagree with me on that, but that's just not going to be the case whatsoever. Phil said, my buddy Kyle met him at WrestleMania and said he's a great guy. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. He seems like one of those guys. He's one of those guys that you want to get behind. So having him come in as a heel kind of sucks because that was a guy that we all wanted to get behind. And eventually we will. We will see him once David said it. The day that he turns on Solo will be the day that everybody goes insane and we get that big pop that we want. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. Ultimately, I'm just being honest here. But yeah, during that, I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but during that Nick Aldis interview, there was a little bit of a Wyatt 60s. Not sure if you guys seen it, but it was on like the back corner. I wish I could pull it up. But it was right on the like little back corner. I forget what it was on. It looked like one of the suitcases, but it was just kind of sitting there, which is crazy. After that, we had a match between Michin and Piper Niven, and I just want to talk about Michin for a second because she's doing some absolutely outstanding work, even in that loss. Michin has been killing it all year, and I'm so happy that she is getting the true light that she fully deserves because Michin is very talented, very, very talented, and I don't think you can change my mind on that. I'm just being honest. Jacob said it was like a banner. Okay, that makes sense. Because it was so slight, I wasn't even sure like 100% what was going on. But it was a little tease, and I wonder what that's hinting at. I'm speculating a little bit here. I don't know what it could be or what it should be, but it's interesting for sure. Ashton said this felt kind of more like a pay-per-view than a regular SmackDown show. The way it was paced, I could see that it was paced like a pay-per-view, especially considering they had a couple of returns. They had some cool little moments. I could see that being the case. I ultimately, again, just felt like it was some kind of filler SmackDown, but obviously people are going to feel a little bit different. That's okay. David said he felt that too. There you go. You're not the only one, Ashton. You are not the only one. All right. Look. Somebody clip that for me. I'll love you if you clip that. The story with Roman and Cody has been going on for almost 2 years and is white hot. Absolutely. All right, Jacob, you got me. I am the biggest CM Punk fan, and I can't help it. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So next, we had Kevin Owens. There we go, right there. CM Punk. You heard it here first, baby. Punk baby. And then if you guys didn't notice, I had my 7-star FTR shirt on under this. All right. So Kevin Owens got a tag team partner. Who was his tag team partner, you might guess? Wasn't Randy Orton. I'm just being honest. It wasn't. Ready for who it was? You guessed it, Ricky. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. David said, there you go, Billy. If we can somehow agree on the end of Smackdown, I hope we can agree on Owens too. Ha. What? Carlos, did you not like Ricky? Need more Ricky. Facts. We need all the Ricky. Because Ricky is the shit. TikTok, I see you over here. Ricky is the shit. And Ricky should always be emphasized as the shit. But Ricky wasn't actually the tag team partner. Yeah, David, I ultimately felt really bad for Ricky too. I'm gonna be quite honest. Ricky got stunned when Kevin Owens found out that Randy Orton was actually in the building and he was going to be there for him. Jacob said, need a storyline. Ricky comes for Kevin. Hell yeah. And that's George the Animal Steel's son. I think that's what I read. We will see Ricky in Chicago for NXT. He better be there. Okay, Carlos. Boom. I thought it was going to be the other way around, actually. I figured Randy would turn heel, not so much Kevin. I think the ultimate goal is to have Randy turn heel, and I think that plays into Cody, especially since they're holding back on that right now. Jacob said, oh, really explains the fur on that guy, LMAO. Yeah, no, facts, Jacob. That boy had some fur on him. But ultimately, he got stunned. Randy was there. I did think there was going to be a heel turn. It could have went either way, Carlos. He is. Carlos, absolutely. He is 100% more over than Owens, which could ultimately lead in some kind of jealousy behind Owens. I just think ultimately you got that great story with Cody and Randy that eventually they're going to have to tell. They have to tell it. Like there's no running away from it. They have to tell it. Ashton says, Rick is the greatest wrestler of all time, even greater than Bruno, Hogan, Steve, Cena, and Roman. He is a true GOAT, an American hero, if you will. Ricky, the man of Seattle, the GOAT, the legend, the almighty, the one and only, Ricky. Ricky, no. Jacob said, I thought Kevin's partner was going to be Cena. Feel good Smackdown moment. They're going to keep Cena off of TV until that Raw. And Cena's going to Raw and he's going to face Gunther. That's just what it's going to be. I hope everybody knows that. All right. Allison Kay and Mart Bell are wrestling Harley and Saraya. Saraya's wrestling. It's always nice. Carlos says, we haven't talked in a while, Billy. I got a whole other match in mind for WrestleMania other than a potential Orton versus Cody matchup. Okay, Carlos. Feel free to drop it in here. Let the people see. We're showing everybody. Everybody's coming and hanging out. Guys, if you're in TikTok, come pull up. We're over on YouTube and we're live talking in the chat, hanging out. Pull up. The almighty, undisputed, beast, big dog, viper, sucker and sucker dash, Ricky, the GOAT. All right, guys, I got to get through this. I missed you guys so much, man. Don't even let me sit here and lie. I missed y'all so fucking much, dude. All right. So, Ricky got his ass whooped. Randy and Kevin Owens, they have a match between A-Town Down Under, which ultimately there was a couple feel-good moments. Randy and Kevin get the victory, ultimately against the shitbag heels. Shocker, right? That was a great moment. You've seen Randy apologize to Ricky, which was very nice to him. Very nice of him. He said, sorry, Ricky. Sorry, Ricky. He did. He felt bad. He felt very bad. So that's okay. That is A-okay. I want to stop real quick and say thank you guys for being in here. I know you guys have a lot of live streaming options, and to the 7, 8, 9 people who ever show up here, ultimately, thank you so much, guys, for just being back apart, because I am trying to get back to this. It means the world to me. Never once want you guys to forget that. So after that, we had Solo and Fatu versus Roman and Cody for Bad Blood. At least that's what it was looking like in that very moment. So that was going to, because Nick Aldis was backstage, and he did mention that he had a contract that he was going to run by Cody, and he was going to run it by Cody and run it by Roman. All right. After that, Nick obviously runs into Cody, or Cody runs into Nick, I should say. And he ultimately lets Nick know, like, hey, this is no longer my problem, which I want to mention, I was completely okay with that. Yeah, that's not your problem anymore. Back off of him. Go do what you need to do. That was not the case, though. It really wasn't, and we'll talk about that at the main event. All right. Some special guests were there. RVD and Vicky Guerrero were present. Teddy Long, Bobby Roode, Booker T, Sheamus, Damian Priest. Numerous names were in and there for Friday Night Smackdown in the premiere. After that, we had Nia Jax live. Who doesn't love good old Nia Jax? Let me know your guys' thoughts on Nia Jax in the chat. I'm interested. Where do y'all come up with this shit, man? David, what? Give me the Ricky Starks versus Rick Steamboat versus Ricky for the name Ricky. And put it on a poll. How's that sound? Ashton, absolutely. It feels great to be back. Just happy to be back overall. Nonetheless, happy to be back. TikTok, don't be afraid. Come pull up. We're in the live. We're going crazy. All right. Let me know your thoughts. Not interested in Nia. Yeah, Jacob, me either. I'm not going to lie. Nia Jax was live, and she was interrupted by Bayley. And she did that ding-dong thing where she called her an idiot, and that was nice. That was very nice. Name tag on a pole match. Bad Blood 24. Hell yeah, Jacob. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck yeah. All right. So she did that ding dong thing. Called her an idiot. Reminded me a lot of Chris Jericho. Then you've seen Tiffany Stratton come out. She's got her little pink briefcase, which is great for marketing. That is WWE playing on their best marketing strategy possible. It's a purse. It's not even a briefcase. It's a purse. Bayley was told that she only beat Tiffy because Nia got involved. So we started to see a little bit of tension starting to build between Nia and Tiffany Stratton, which ultimately will lead to Tiffany Stratton cashing in her money in the bank, because eventually she's going to have to. Oh, Hannah, liking alive. Damn, man. Damn. But yeah, no. So we had that happen. That was fucking the easy storytelling. Doesn't get any simpler than that, if I'm being quite honest. After that, we had Naomi, who came out. She joined the fight. And ultimately, there's going to be a match next week. It's going to be a tag match. It's going to be Bayley and Naomi taking on Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And if Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton win, then Bayley or Naomi have to leave SmackDown. But if whoever gets the pinfall against one of them, if they win, then they get a match. Hopefully, it's a triple threat match. I think it's a triple threat match. They will get a shot at Nia Jax's WWE Women's Championship. So there's that. So we're just gonna skim through that, because ultimately I want to get to the end. I'm not gonna be on live long. Just gonna be honest with you guys, maybe another 10 minutes. Because ultimately the plan is to get back and get going and get to the swing of things. These lives are eventually 100% going to be longer, and I really want to make that clear for you guys. After that, we had Nick, who spoke to Roman, and Roman then told Nick that he is going to Roman's going to be addressing the WWE Universe for the first time since WrestleMania, which is crazy to think about. Very, very crazy to think about. Hannah is just liking the shit out the live. Shout out to you, Hannah. Shout out to you. So we then had Carmelo Hayes taking on Andrade, and that shit was fire. That shit was absolute gas. Can't change my mind. Those men have put on 5 stellar matches. Ultimately, I'm just going to rush to it. Andrade got the victory, rightfully so. Andrade is going to be facing LA Knight for the United States Championship. I love it, but goddamn, let's talk about the match. The Spanish fly off the barricade? Come on. Come on. Come on. It was fucking phenomenal. It's everything that you want out of a match. David, I actually like that. I feel like both Naomi and Bayley both pin Tiffany and Nia, setting up the triple threat. That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I'm hoping for. We got some people in here joining the live. How many likes? Share the live. Hell yeah. People are popping back in the live, man. Popping in the live. Yeah, we're on TikTok live, and this one has a lot of likes. A lot of likes. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Hannah. I'll be honest, my ex wouldn't like me saying that, but who cares? You know? All right. So, yes. Carmelo, Andrade, banger. Absolute banger. Happy to see them two wrestling. I'm really happy to see Andrade get a win. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I like to see Andrade do great things because it feels like for a long time he has been kind of beat down, but we always knew that Triple H was going to do right by Andrade, and sure shit, that's exactly what he did. So overall, just happy to see that happen. Very happy. Very, very happy. So let's go ahead. Let's run through. Yes, Ashton, he did need it. All right. David Decker said some breaking news. The NXT October 8th episode has been relocated to Chesterfield, Missouri. Is that the CW episode? I want to say this is the CW episode because Punk's going to be there, right? Or am I tripping? I could be wrong. I don't know if I'm tripping. We got 1,000 likes over on TikTok. Come pull up. Come pull up. It's a great stream, man. Great stream. All right. So, Roman is back, and he is in the ring, or coming out to the ring, and obviously some great things are happening. Second one on CW, the one with Randy. Okay. All right. Thank you, David. Thank you. So Roman is coming out to the ring, and he's being accompanied by no other than Nick Aldis, which is so weird not seeing him come out with Paul Heyman. It just feels wrong. And I haven't been on live since it happened, but I just want to say, shout out to the wise man. Shout out to the wise man for being the wise man and being great. He shouted us out. He posted us over on Instagram. Shout out to Paul. Got to talk to him personally. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. So we had some OTC chants break out. Pee-wee, what's good with you? Hope you're well. Carlos says, really wanting to see a triple threat match with Carmelo, Andrade, and Knight, with Carmelo sneaking in a win to get the U.S. title. Carlos, I like that a lot. I genuinely do. I just want to let everybody know that your minds can change. Me and Carlos can agree on things. And this is something that me and Carlos can agree on. That right there. He's not going to like the fact that we can agree on shit because that means we can't argue and go back and forth with each other. But Carlos, ultimately, I agree. Very simple. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty funny. I can be funny sometimes, Carlos. So, we had some OTC chants break out. Roman puts his hand out. Nick hands him the contract. That shit was hilarious because how are you going to disrespect the original tribal chief? But he's not the guy anymore. He's not the guy. So you can do shit like that now. But ultimately, Nick hands him the mic. Carlos, you lost me. Hell no. I stand by my Cody shit. I stand by it. I stand by Cody. I was the one preaching, we want Cody. I was the guy. I don't give a fuck. I was the guy. I'm proud of my champion. Ashton said, I have been thinking about this since WrestleMania that Cody and Roman and the rest of the original Bloodline versus the Bloodline 2.0 Jabberoonies at Survivor Series might happen. What do you think? Yeah, I do see that possibly being the case. Now with the way shit's going, why not, right? Carlos, that match might happen at the Rumble. I hope so. I hope we get Carmelo versus LA Knight versus Andrade. David said, I laughed when Nick Aldis did that. Hell yeah. Ashton, absolutely right. I was the one preaching that shit. Y'all remember the videos? Go back. You can go look. The facts are there. I was preaching we want Cody. Stand by that shit. Can't change my fucking mind on that. Just being honest. Just being honest. Why would I change my mind on something that I stood 10 toes on? Especially that. We want Cody. Boom. There you go. We'll bring the shit back. Think I give a fuck? Sorry if there's children in here. Just letting his mouth fly. All right. 1.7 thousand likes on TikTok. It's crazy. TikTok popped off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ashton said there's no going back and no regrets either. Fuck no. I stand by my cheesy champion. All right, here we go. David said, let's start a new one. We want Ricky. Absolutely. Hashtag we want Ricky. Put it in the chat. Carlos says, as much as a Roman fan I am and my total dislike of Cody, them being in the same ring, I wanted a spear and not them teaming up, but can't get what I want right now. No, Carlos, sadly, you cannot. Ultimately, that will be the case maybe down the line again. Just depends who the champion will be at the time. I think ultimately you have to do Roman and Cody again, especially if you're doing this shit. We want Ricky. Drop it in the fucking chat. Stop playing. I think that's going to be my new shtick. I think I'm just going to come out here and fucking be myself and just be as vulgar as I possibly can be and just not give a fuck. I think that's the plan. If I'm being honest, the more I'm doing this and the more I'm going into this, the more I'm just like, I don't give a fuck how this goes. Let's just have fun. Take note, Tony Khan, we want Ricky. Facts. Get Ricky into a wrestling ring as soon as possible. Hopefully not to get stunned. Because Ricky was the shit. Ricky was the man. All right. So, yeah. No. Nick Aldis. Hands him the contract. Going full rattlesnake. Fuck yeah. Am I still talking with Ango? Me and Ango talk religiously. That is my dog forever. He changed my life. Don't ever get it confused. Ango and me, we are just on different schedules right now, and it's a little tough. Hopefully, we'll be able to break something in soon for you guys. Maybe I can go hop on one of his streams, pop in there, go see you guys. Just depending. He has a really good schedule going on. I see you guys showing him all the love. Hopefully, I can reciprocate some of that energy. And, yeah, no, Ango's my guy forever. Ango is my guy forever. Nothing but good things to say about him, man. Don't ever forget that. David said we want Ango and Billy. Come to these live streams, drop some super chats, man. If I can, one day maybe. One day if I'm full-time at this. One day if I'm full-time and mine and Ango's, our schedules line up, then we'll make it happen 100%. We will make that happen. Right now, the goal is to just keep pumping out these videos. So as long as you guys keep liking the videos that are being posted, I'm not sure if YouTube has been showing the videos. But yeah, no, I've been pumping out as much content as I possibly can. So if you guys just watch the videos, subscribe, all those good things, the goal is to eventually take this full time. It's just back getting consistent. Me and Ango, we'll be back at it. Ashton, what a nice question. What is my cat's name? Move. Mufasa. King Move. He's right down there. He's in his little bed. He's just chilling. He's just chilling like the little baby he is. He's a little baby. He's a little baby. You guys heard my little cat voice there. Whoops. Carlos said, a lot of stuff WWE makes me put up with Cody. That's why Raw is more superior with my champion, Gunther. Yes, you do get what you want over on Raw, Carlos. You can't have it all. On SmackDown, we got Cody. So, the tribal move. You want to come here, move? Want to come here, baby? Hold up. Hold up. Come here, baby. Come here. Wow. If this won't make me $1 million, I don't know what's going to. Did that white move? He said hello to the screen. He was seeping. He was a seepy baby. He was a bit of seepy baby. Uh-oh, move. I know it's late. You're so tired. He's like, this is the only time you love me. It's when they want to see you. This is the only time. See? This is crazy. All right, move. You're good. Bow. Tribal move. King move. Tribal move. Can we acknowledge this? How bad they're making the overall second bloodline look? Most of the time, Roman takes care of them by himself. Yeah, they're supposed to be a bunch of shitbag heels. Jacob said, too bad there isn't a Twitch Prime for YouTube. Absolutely. I need to get over on Twitch. I actually have I can stream on all of them through this app that I use to do the streaming. So I eventually will go live on Twitch too. I made that like a thing. I want to say I'm logged into my Twitch. So I definitely can. So yeah, we'll be back live on Twitch too. But yes, let's run through this. Tribal move. All right. So yeah, he went to go hand Roman the contract. Roman kind of looked at him, said like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And ultimately was handed the mic, and it was there. Whew. That we got to hear for Roman for the first time since WrestleMania. Roman said, "I don't want to confuse anyone. Some things change, but not me. I don't need him." And he pointed at Nick Aldis. "I don't need this contract. This is family business. He needs help from absolutely nobody." Carlos said, "But in that case, Roman needs nobody's help or even needing to get original bloodline together." No, he does not. Ashton says, "The cat has held more champions than Ric Flair and John Cena. He is the longest reigning WWE champion in history of 300 million days." That's my GOAT. That's my fucking GOAT. Tribal move. Never get it twisted. Never get it confused. That is a dog. A cat, but a dog. Just saying. Yeah, Jacob, I agree. They should have it for YouTube Premium. They definitely should. It's stupid that they don't, but that's just what it is, I guess. They do their own little thing. Shout out to everybody over on TikTok, man. You guys have been going crazy. TikTok's been going nuts. How many likes? 2.8 thousand over on TikTok. Popping out over on TikTok. But yeah, no. Roman said this is family business. He doesn't need anybody. Carlos, you mentioned it in the chat. Absolutely right. Denisha, oh my God. We were waiting for you. I was wondering where she was. I love seeing Denisha. She's great. She's great. Ashton said the real OTC, the tribal move. Never get it confused. Never get it confused. We are just happy to be here. Shout out to all y'all, man, pulling up. Shout out to everybody, Doug. You guys are fucking amazing. All right, Carlos. So what are we almost in agreement with? The ending? Yeah, here we go. Carlos. Ultimately, we seen at the end, we seen Roman get attacked by the bloodline. First thing, though, Cody interrupted. And that's when, ultimately, the bloodline came out and they attacked Roman. Everything was questionable with Cody coming out. Because earlier in the Smackdown, he said he was done with the bloodline. And then they had him come right back out. So I did genuinely think that was like super interesting. I was like, that just doesn't make sense. Why do you have him say that? Because it made him seem smart in that moment. He didn't look like the dumbass fucking face. He looked smart. No, fuck no. That's not my business. That's their business. I don't want shit to do with that. I've been getting my ass whooped by them for fucking months on months on months. They just been whooping my ass. And then I beat them when it's the most important. Like, that's how it's been. So ultimately, I looked at Cody and I was like, yeah, no, fuck no. Get away from them. You don't need this shit no more. That was not the case, though. He did come back out and was like, you need my help. I'm Super Cody. Because God knows. Oh, God knows. That is Super Cena 2.0. The Moof line. That's going to be his finisher. The Moof line. Ashton, that's such a hard name. David said, I think this Thursday the system will betray Moose. Also, Takashita. Yep, I agree. I see David's keeping up with Impact. David loves wrestling, man. And I'm just so happy because I love wrestling too. David, you have always been really good at keeping me in the loop on the other stuff that's going on because I only watch WWE and Dynamite. I'll be quite honest with you. That is it. I don't watch Collision. I keep it up just here. Denisha said, thanks, Billy. Absolutely. Denisha, you've always been so great to me. Cody is literally Cena to me even more than Roman ever was booked to be. Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely considering the things that are going on right now. TNA was good tonight. Was it on? Oh, shit, look at me. Ashton gets it. Look at this. The cat version of 12 Spears at one time. This at the same time. That's funny as shit. Because hell yeah. My cat is literally like what Goldberg was supposed to be in WCW. The GOAT. Dolph Ziggler retained the TNA championship. Thank you, David. Thank you for keeping me up in the loop with all that shit. I appreciate it, man. I really do. So yeah, no. Cody looked like Super Cena. Cody, after he came out and he said that to Roman that this was your ring. It hasn't been since WrestleMania. They throw the mics and they do their little stare down thing, and that's when you see them getting interrupted by Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa attack Roman and Cody from behind. Very simple stuff. Shit that we seen earlier. After that, you see Tama and Tonga Loa or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. You see them get their ass whooped per usual. Nothing new. Yeah, Carlos, that Gunther Goldberg line was fucking hilarious. Not even the best could take out the move. The fucking move. Everybody salute move, man. Salute move. So if you guys could do one thing for me, it's just like this live. Like the live. You guys have been great in the chat. I love seeing you guys here. And we're ultimately going to get more people in here. We're going to build a community. Fuck this dumb shit. I'm so done working a regular job. I know it sounds horrible. And I sound so conceited. But watch how hard I'm about to work, man. Just you guys pay attention. One's up for Moof. Throw the ones up for the Moof in the chat. Yep, Billy Victory Road was tonight. On TNA, I had Smackdown on my TV, TNA on the iPad. Damn, Denise. Going crazy. Watching all the wrestling. I just watched Smackdown. But big props to you guys. It's hard for me to watch TNA. Ever since Scott D'Amore left, like I'm Forged in Excellence. I'm going to watch Forged in Excellence. Because the idea of Scott D'Amore running anything, count me in. But you've seen Cody and Roman look at each other. They give each other that look. Hand me the contract. I know I said I wasn't going to sign it. But, sir, I lied. And I'm a superhero, and this is all my fucking business, and I'm going to sign this goddamn contract. Like, bro, what? I thought we were done. David said, I just followed TNA Victory Road tonight. I was just watching Rampage and SmackDown. Okay, that's fair. David just keeping up with the pro wrestling, man. I love it. Carlos said, I don't know what's going to be worse for me this year, having been forced to see Rollins and Cody teaming up at WrestleMania, or having to see Roman and Cody face together. hey, WWE has one job: piss Carlos off. That listen, guys, I need you guys to understand one thing. Carlos is in my Discord, and he messages me quite often, and dude will go on talking about this shit, and he will give me his thoughts. He will. Carlos does not like Cody Rhodes at all. Carlos said WWE finding great ways to have me root against my favorites backs. David said Rollins versus Roman, winner teams with Cody. Tell me that shit's not fucking awesome. Because factual, dude. So factual. All right. So yeah, ultimately, all right, so yes, after it, they hand me the contract. I'm gonna sign the contract because it is all my business. Cody signed the contract. It is going to be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns taking on Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. I love the idea of Roman and Jacob being in the ring together. The rest of the shit I give a fuck less about. Get Cody Rhodes as far away from these fuckers as possible. Stat. I need something new with Cody so bad. I'm not even lying. I'm not even kidding. Just, we know what the end goal is. It's The Rock and Roman. Like, let's just get there. David said, Billy, I tracked WWE, AEW, TNA, ROH, and New Japan Championship titles. No shit. What's even funnier, Carlos? Because I'm interested to know. The fact that me and Carlos agree on anything right now is insane. I'm just letting the world know that. Because y'all need to know that. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all been in the chat hanging out, man. I'm waiting on you, Carlos. I want to know what's funny. Solo, I forgot to mention. So Solo was sitting there like, he don't even like you for real. He beat you for the title. He don't even like you for real. He was just catcalling back. He don't even like you. He's not your friend. Carlos, that is funny. Because I remember that. Talking about no. David, there's no way I'm waiting another year for Rock and Roman. There's just not. This is the year. You do it now. They can't wait another year for that. They've been talking about this shit for too long. It's like, just do it. Like, I almost don't even care for it. I know it's like going to be the biggest match of all time, and it really will be. Ashton got the right idea. Move. Boom. Slam. Dunk. Move. Where's my baby? Oh, hello, baby. Hello. My baby made it back. Billy, Ango, and Move versus the Bloodline. Move, Spears, Solo for the win. You heard that, Move? You heard that, baby? You heard that? Ashton said he's fine with either one. Me too. David, we don't know that WrestleMania. I'm not gonna read that. Carlos said simple solution: Rock versus Cody at Rumble and Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania. Absolutely. You guys like my cat? I move. Okay, say hi, baby. You want to talk about a little demon cat? This is a little demon cat. I'm not even gonna hold you guys up. This cat looks so precious all the time. Yes, David, that is true. I have heard a lot of news about WWE potentially taking WrestleMania to London. They obviously want that really badly. It's just being honest. I'll stay live for another 10 minutes. We can chat and just shoot the shit. We've covered everything on Smackdown. The show, it was okay. It wasn't everything for me. Again, it just felt like we're moving to Bad Blood and we got to get there. He is fairly rated. Agreed. All right. I miss you guys, though, man, so much. It's just nice to be back. It's nice to hang out. It's nice to shoot the shit. I hope you guys are digging the setup. I'm living my little best life. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm back making music and having fun doing that. I'm doing music reviews over on my other channel, which is just Billy Reacts. If you guys want to come pull up to some music streams sometime. But ultimately, this is number one for me, and this is going to continue to be number one for me. Pro wrestling is everything in my life, and I love professional wrestling. And yeah, we're gonna get back to this. This is our full-time gig. This is what we are going to be doing. This is the money maker. All right, so we have Carlos. Easier story here. Rock turns on Roman at Survivor Series and beat Roman bad enough to be out till the Rumble, and Roman screws Rock at Rumble against Cody. Boom. Simple. There you go. I like it, Carlos. I know it's going to piss you off for that, but ultimately that makes sense. Yeah, I think ultimately they're going to do it in Vegas because Vegas is where they want to do it. Denisha said it was a good show on SmackDown. Y'all be patient. Denisha, I agree. It was a good show. Like I said, it just felt like a filler show. That's it. Nothing wrong with it. SmackDown, Raw has obviously been superior to SmackDown. Obviously, you get more time on Raw, which is about to change because they're going down to 2 hours, which I'm super excited for because now wrestling won't be so like, what in the fuck are we doing? Like, no, it'll be done at 10. Can't wait. David said it'll either be Roman versus Rock or Cody versus Rock at WrestleMania 42 and the other one at WrestleMania 43. Maybe. Who knows? I can't believe we're going into the fucking 40s at WrestleMania. This is crazy. I was at WrestleMania 23. I just want to make that clear. Carlos said, I want my Roman versus Rock match, and no matter what, Cody Crybaby screwed at WrestleMania this year. That's so fine. We got what we wanted last year, Carlos. We're not mad anymore. We're happy. I know you're not, but we are. You have to do all the speculating now. We don't. We got what we wanted. Cody won. Cody pinned Roman. Just a fact. So, yeah. How's everybody been now? The Cody Crybaby will never die. Fuck no. I told you, I'm standing 10 toes down on that shit. I beg for Cody. You should see the videos. I need to finish the story. And he did. Because of us, Cody Crybabies. Goddamn right. I was in that bitch teared up. I can't believe it. Y'all gonna act like you didn't cry a little bit when he won? Because I did. Look, here goes Carlos. I was good with Cody losing at back-to-back WrestleManias with Roman and Rock beating Cody back-to-back here. No. Ashton, you're absolutely right. I did too. I cried like a little baby. I felt like Michael Cole. Professional wrestling is a love story. I cried. I don't care. Felt that shit in my soul. David said Carlos may be crying again if they do Rock versus Cody at WrestleMania. Yeah. Carlos, what are you going to do then? Roman needed to get humbled, and Cody was the perfect one to do it. Absolutely. Cody was the perfect one to do it. It made all the sense at that time. You could say that that The Rock should have been the person to face him, but like ultimately Cody was always going to be the one to beat him. David said Carlos is a Roman crybaby. All right, Carlos. We love you over here, though. We love the Roman crybabies as much as we love the Cody crybabies. It's all the same. We're all doing our thing. It's okay. Smackdown was on the USA Network tonight. Absolutely outstanding. They got all that pyro in the beginning. They got that Cody pyro. You seen that? That Cody pyro was nuts. Said boom, 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 boom. I know Vince was pissing his pants. He was pissed. Too much pyro. Ashton said they will be pushing Cody for the next 10 years like they did with Roman and Cena. Absolutely. Here we go. Here's Carlos's response. If Rock versus Cody happens at WrestleMania, you really think Rock loses when the end game is really Roman versus The Rock? Yeah. All right. All right. Somebody said we had Jen over here on TikTok. Hey, Vicky was in the crowd. Vicky was pumped up in the crowd, Jen. Appreciate you pulling up to the stream. Come pull up over on YouTube. The link's in my bio. We really make it pop over here on YouTube. Denisha said, Billy, what did you think about AEW All Out? Adam Page stuck the needle in Swerve's mouth, and Moxley tried to put the bag over Bryan Danielson. No, he did. He didn't try. He did. AEW All Out was popping. It was popping. Yeah. Jen, definitely be sure to subscribe too. If you come pull up, definitely just be sure to subscribe. We hang out over here in the chat though. This is like our thing. We hang out in the chat on YouTube. We talk wrestling. It's a great time. Appreciate you, Jen, so much. Sorry, guys. I got to talk to my TikTok crowd, too. 1.8 thousand likes is crazy. But ultimately, Denisha, I thought it was a good show. I think the fucking use of plastic over Bryan Danielson is diabolical work. I'm just being quite frank with you guys. That shit is crazy. Absolutely insane. Diabolical, if you will. David Decker said, yes, I believe Roman cost The Rock, setting up Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 42. If that happens, The Rock getting a little too old for that. He ain't got much more time. Oh, I got to do my little thing. Why? TikTok, I was just talking to you. You going to make me do this shit? Oh, we going to stop the live. Why? Because I've been live for too long? They're like, you've been live for an hour. Yeah, I'm on here hanging out. Fuck you going to do about it? All right. Carlos, David Rock versus Cody happening at Rumble. I like that idea, Carlos. I'm behind that 100%. I like that idea a lot. David also said, Carlos, WWE wants that match at WrestleMania. I can't seem to forget that night after WrestleMania when The Rock came out before he left. If you guys remember that. And just what he said and what he gave him. Still never got that. Never knew what he gave him. Ashton said there will be a point to it, just that Cody would be better than both of them. That's all. Absolutely. Roman versus Rock is the bigger match for WrestleMania 41, just like it would have been the biggest match at WrestleMania 40. Ultimately, I do see Rock and Roman. I don't think they can wait any longer. I'm just being quite honest. Jen the Ginger Wolf. Yo. Jen, guys, is from TikTok. Hanging out over on TikTok. Has now popped into the live stream, showing love. That's awesome. Jen, I just want you to know that you were the first person formally that we've converted from TikTok over to YouTube. So welcome to the hangout, because over here we chilling. This is where the talking happens. We be yapping. Fucking, they call me Mr. Yap a lot. David said, here's another reason they may hold off on Rock versus Roman until next year is because of Cena's final WrestleMania. I ultimately think you're going to get Cena versus Gunther at Mania. Ultimately. Guys, if you're over on TikTok, come pull up on YouTube. The link is in my bio. Definitely be sure to pull up to the stream. Come kick it. We're hanging out. 41 is where it goes. Yeah. Carlos said, by the way, Billy, my thought for WrestleMania for Cody is against Cena, him going for number 17, and it will be a past versus present match. Carlos, I agree. Me and Carlos are agreeing. Somebody needs to call the ambulance. I'm sick. Me and Carlos are fully agreeing with one another right now because, yes, I agree with that. I do believe that that's going to be that could be a match. I don't know necessarily, like, because I genuinely think I read that wrong. I genuinely thought you said Gunther there. I think it's going to be Gunther. But overall, I wouldn't be mad at Cody versus Cena. Gunther versus Cena seems weird to me. I kind of want it to be Cody versus Cena. Then Cody wins it back at SummerSlam. That's fine. Jen said, glad to be here and chilling. I'll be commenting here and there since I have homework, but wanted to get into the convo. Jen, that's awesome. You are completely fine. And we love to have you here. We just talked professional wrestling. This is a welcoming space. I believe that I have the greatest people in family here because ultimately that's what you guys are all to me. You guys are my family. Denisha said, are you looking forward to NXT going to the CW in Chicago October 1st, going to be a stacked show? Yes, I'm looking forward to the CW debut. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. Just being honest. David said, I believe Cena wins the title at the end of the year of 2025. So, David, you think he walks away with it? This is completely gone away from SmackDown. This is just how we roll. We fantasy book shit and we're just hanging out. Carlos said, I don't want Gunther versus Cena. My old Cena hate will come out if Cena is the one that beats Gunther. Carlos has talked about how he hated Cena. If that happens, plus Cody beating Rock will end up taking a good break from wrestling. No joke. Yeah, Carlos, you have mentioned that numerous times. So ultimately apologize if that does happen. Jen said, I have a feeling it's going to be Cody and Roman. They had a little heat up before the bloodline came out. We're going to see. Ultimately, I do know that they do have to do that again just because of the tension. But I ultimately think that it's Rock and Roman at Mania. I just don't think. I think we've gone too far off from the plans, and Triple H is doing what he does best, and he's booking shit backwards, and he's doing. Ultimately, it's the Rock and Roman at Mania. I'm just gonna leave it there. David said, yes, Cena wins it, drops the title, and we crown a new champion in the Rumble. I would be completely okay with John taking the WWE Championship. I think the WWE Championship does make more sense considering that's the one that he's held the most. So ultimately, him taking that from Cody would be a great way to just kind of send him off and then have Cody beat him and let that be the retirement match if you want to. Ashton said, imagine if Cody and Roman main event 3 WrestleMania straight. No, fuck no, I can't. Ashton, I love the idea of it, but I can't do it. I can't. Carlos said, with Gunther at WrestleMania, I still have my dream match with Brock or keep building Bronson Reed and him against Gunther. Yeah, I'd love Bronson Reed and Gunther. I ain't gonna lie to you. Match would slap. I'd like to see Drew and Gunther too. I know we've seen it before, but man, oh man, I'd like to see it again. Because those guys put on fucking bangers. It's just the honest truth. I've seen so many people in here just hanging out, showing love. Y'all are outstanding, man. Thank you so much. But guys, I do almost have to call it a night. So I'll let you guys get a couple more comments and concerns. Shit. My tripod was about to fucking go away. Jen said, I can see Cena winning since they did do that for I think I know Brian got it on AEW, but didn't Undertaker lose his match when he was going to retire? Yeah, he did. He lost to Roman. Carlos said, I'd totally be okay with Bronson dominating the Rumble and winning it. Just too soon, but I do like the idea behind it. I love Bronson Reed. David got it right. We still need Liv versus Rhea with Dom on a pole for his custody. Fuck yeah. I think you're gonna, if you were gonna hang him from a pole, do it right now. And Ricky comes out and helps Rhea. Jesus Christ. What are we doing? What in the fuck are we doing? Jen said I was waiting for that. Weren't we all? But guys, that is all I got for tonight. We've been on stream for about an hour. We'll be back on Monday following Raw. I have a video up tomorrow talking about some shit that's been going on. More structured than this. I'll tell you that. There's no structure to this. We just go nuts. Ricky and Moof. Yeah. The Rufos. We want Ricky. Screaming in the chat. We want Ricky. Yeah, Jen, they did. They did do that. But guys, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I love you guys so much. You guys are absolutely outstanding. All the people that stuck around, hung out, the new member of our family that we got here, Jen. Thank you so much. Yeah, boom. King Lee, whole time. King Lee was here. King Lee was here the whole time. We want Ricky. Fuck yeah. All right. I'll be seeing you guys later. Thank you guys so much for the stream. Great stream, Ashton. Thank you guys so much for choosing me. King Lee said we want Ricky and Move, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just thank you guys so much for being here and continuing to push me forward. See you in the near future, Ashton. I will see you on Monday. Deuces. Also, guys, definitely be sure to be on the lookout for my videos because YouTube is not pushing them dumb motherfucking things out. And I need you guys to like my videos when they come out because ultimately, YouTube be on bullshit. So, shout out YouTube. Other than that, that's all I got. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.